Welcome back to Point Blank. We are on the issue of campus dress codes tonight, and we have Sharyl from MDIS. I forgot that on purpose.
I'm disappointed.
MDIS. He's a graduate, all right, and which is why he's perfectly fine with it. Kristine, who's from NUS and still studying there, still a student. So we've heard what MDIS students feel about the dress code imposed on them, but what do students from other tertiary institutions think? Well, for instance, Singapore Institute of Management, or SIM as we all know it, has no dress code at all. Let's find out for a moment what SIM students think. Do you like the fact that there's no dress code over here?
Yeah, I like it. I think everyone has the freedom to dress the way they want, so it's okay.
So what do you make of MDIS's dress code that's imposed on the students? Do you think it's too strict? Do you think it's perfectly fine?
Definitely, I think it's too strict. Because it's a private school, we pay to study. It's not like we are in government school, or it's like we are in secondary school, we have to follow a dress code.
What would you say if SIM were to start imposing such rules? No shorts, no slippers, no dyed hair, no short skirts, no tank tops?
Yeah, maybe to a certain extent it's okay, but not too much. Not to curb the freedom of their dressing sense.
It is okay to wear clothes like this, so I think it's good for us.
This is your normal get-up when you come to school?
Yeah.
Okay. So what if one day your school were to tell you that you can't wear your shorts, and you can't wear slippers to school?
I disagree.
Oh, why do you disagree?
I think it's my style, so I like to wear this.
I've been wearing like this for all the years I've been here lah. Yeah. So I'm not actually bothered by all these changes actually.
Do you think it shows that students are not serious about school if they wear clothes like that? But if you're a student and that such rules were imposed on you, no shorts, no slippers, no tank tops, no dyed hair, no pierced no facial piercings and all that, how would you feel? Would you be happy with that?
Not quite, but it's okay. I don't mind because ultimately we're going there to study, so it's okay. No point of arguing with them.
I think it's a bit too much. I think as long as the ladies are not flashing too much, I think it's okay. Tank tops, spaghetti should be okay. Most likely they will still wear a jacket over because they are attending lectures, they'll be actually quite cold. So that shouldn't be a distraction to the lecturers and everything.
I see the hair is a bit dyed, and so you wouldn't fall into the category where you'll be okay. So how would you feel if such dress codes were imposed on you one day?
In the first thing, I don't think I'll ever agree because I'm only a student of this institute. I don't get that degree. Okay, in the first place, my degree is not from SIM. It's only a place for me to study. Then, if they really want to impose on the dress code thing, it doesn't really apply to me because I always been in jeans and shoes. There should be a compromise lah, because there's still a need to actually respect the school rules,
I won't listen to it lah.
Oh, so you would continue?
I just continue dressing the way I usually dress.
Why is it so important to you that you continue to dress the way you like?
It's just the way I dress, so I won't change it for the school lah.
Okay, so if they were to enforce the action on you and give you disciplinary actions, would you still continue to dress the way that you like?
If they suspend me, then I'll change the way I dress. But if they're just like warning me or what, I'll just ignore it.
Okay, so warning is not enough. You have to suspend her.
It doesn't mean that if you're very casual, it doesn't mean that you are not interested in studies. But if that's what they want, it's okay. I don't mind.
I think for university it's alright because next time we go into a workplace, we have to dress properly already. So for tertiary, they shouldn't impose any dress code, I think.
Why not? Why shouldn't they be imposing anything?
Because it's supposed to be a fun place, education. It's just one phase before you go into the working world where you have to dress every day are wearing the same thing. So now, might as well let us wear what we want to.
What would happen if such rules were imposed on you? If your school were to start imposing the same rules on you, how would you feel?
I guess we will complain and whine about it. But if I'm here to study, I still want to get my degree. So I don't know. If the student council or if the people start a petition, I'll still sign up to say we don't want any dress code. Yeah.
But would you comply to such a dress code?
I would, because I don't really want to get into trouble.
You want to stay in school, yeah?
Yeah, I want to stay in school and get my degree, definitely.
Okay, I noticed that you are actually dressed quite nicely. okay, very decently, no shorts, no slippers, and you don't have any facial piercings of any sorts. Okay, so have you decided to dress this way? Do you dress like this normally to school?
No, today I have a presentation.
No
That
wonder.
is why normally either in t-shirt and jeans or berm slippers.
What's the plus point of dressing like that to school? I mean, your shorts and slippers and all that.
It's convenient. If it's raining, your shoes don't get wet. It's just your slippers. Yeah. Other than that, Singapore weather is hot. So if you get to wear shorts, you feel more comfortable.
So Singapore is either too hot or too rainy. Yeah?
Yeah, and then the officers are too cold. Then they will wear a jacket anyway.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
But I think that guy is a good example of, there have been arguments about how, if students continue to dress like that, then when they go for interviews or when they go for jobs, they won't wear the right clothes to get the job that they want. But that guy obviously demonstrates that some students know when to wear what. I mean, he has a presentation, he wants to get his degree, he wants to get his A, so he's in a shirt and pants.
Yeah, I agree. I doubt people don't know how to switch coats. I mean, it's just a matter of, okay, for this occasion, I know what is socially appropriate to dress. Yeah. And where some place more casual, I can actually dress down. So people do have that sort of understanding instilled in them, don't they?
Yeah, I think the whole idea that Singaporean students are sloppy is quite an overgeneralization, because I am pretty sure that they are not. Because if they are asked to dress up for the right occasion, they would. They're just being smart about it. Like you go to uni and you take like a 5-minute walk. You don't need to like wear a shirt and pants every day for like 6 days or 7 days a week. So yeah, I think they're just being smart about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like sort of like us, right? When we know we're on assignment, we're to meet a minister.
Yeah. I would dress up for the minister.
Everything, all the collared blouses will come out, nice shoes. Yeah. So people learn to dress to the occasion.
You're dressing to the occasion.
Yeah.
But now the complaint seems to be that, if you wear shorts and slippers to school, you're not dressing for the occasion.
Yeah.
That the occasion is all wrong, or either that or you're all wrong for the occasion.
No, but education's supposed to be fun.
Kai Ling, you're naughty.
So if you're comfortable, then you can have fun.
But I want to touch on about what that guy in the diet hair said, that we pay money, right?
Yeah.
So we can dress whatever we want. I mean, I kind of disagree with that, because you pay money for education. When I pay money, I would want to have world-class lecturers, world-class teaching materials, and
environment,
facilities and stuff.
Yeah, and I would take that anytime over having to dress up a certain way, or I mean, as in, I would take that over being free to dress up as you want.
So you rather dress stuffily and still go to a good school than say I just transfer to another school instead.
Yeah. No, but okay, to be fair, I think MDIS did say that dyed hair is allowed, but like you have to have one tone. So like if you
no lights and highlights.
Yes. no glamour girl hair like E-von here.
No lights and highlights.
Yeah. And like no like bright purple, bright pink type of hair.
No punk rockers.
Yeah. So like you can't have like black hair then the fringe pink color.
You would so get kicked out of school, man.
Yeah.
Good thing you don't
I'm
study
so
in
glad.
MDIS.
I'm so glad RazorTV is not school then. Yeah, but okay, the issue is that, a lot of people seem to be pretty fine with it. Surprisingly, at least the people who we managed to speak with.
Yeah, actually, well, it's not that big of an issue, right? Just wear jeans and t-shirt lah.
But okay, practically speaking, we've heard some of the students who had lots of considerations, and they seem to have thought through very thoroughly. Like, if it's raining too hard, my slippers, so it's okay. I'll stay, they dry off fine. If it's too hot, it gives me, ventilation and all that. So, but as a student, I remember not too long ago, I was a student.
Yes,
okay?
not too long ago.
Not too long.
Right.
Sometimes I think twice about wearing jeans even to school because it's really warm.
Yeah.
It's a practical concern. You see? If I don't wear jeans, I wear Bermudas, I wear, shorts that are
Yeah,
like that.
so you can have
Fun! I thought it's a ventilation, but fun is fine. Fun is fine.
Well, ventilation is fun.
Yes. Okay, now we've heard what the tertiary, what the university students think. We also checked out, Ngee Ann Polytechnic. Unlike SIM, the school does have rules for appropriate dressing, and we do know that students are younger there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do Ngee Ann students think of a strict dress code like MDIS? Let's find out from them. Do you know if Ngee Ann has got a dress code?
Yeah.
What's the dress code?
Like we are not supposed to wear flip-flops.
Okay.
By right.
Right, but by left you're wearing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what makes you want to dress like that to school even though the rules say you can't?
Because like it's very troublesome. So that's why we decided to wear very slack. Yeah.
So slack is good. Why is slack good?
More comfortable in.
So okay.
For me, it's not school day, so I'm wearing slippers, but usually jeans and shoes.
Have you heard recently about the MDIS case where they cracked down their students in dress code? No shorts, no slippers, no coloured hair, no facial piercings.
Yeah.
What do you make of rules like that?
I think it's quite stupid. Because actually, your dressing doesn't affect your studies. Right? So actually, if you dress very inappropriately, at least you can score well, then you can do well. So actually that doesn't concern your studies.
Some people actually dress inappropriately, so maybe this might be a better thing. Some people actually dress until very skimpy as if like they are going for some fashion show instead of like maybe going to school to study.
They should be more lenient. Slippers is okay, I feel that. The students, they themselves should be... they should dress more decently.
Interesting that you said more decently. In your books, by your standards, what do you feel is more decent?
I mean, shorts that are not too short for the girls and no miniskirts. Yeah.
So you agree with the no miniskirt part of things?
Miniskirts as in not really that short.
So are you of the mind to say that people who dress inappropriately or shabbily are not interested in their studies?
Actually not very, because some people with skimpy dressing might be quite clever and they might be able to study. Actually it all depends, but some parents actually might, and some teacher thinks that some teacher might have the mentality that they don't dress well, they dress skimpy, so it seems like they are not interested in their studies.
I'm formerly from Ngee Ann, but at my time, right, they do implement restriction to our dressing. But as time passes, right, the restriction just disappear.
How would you feel if one day your school were to impose on you such standards? No shorts, no slippers, which you like to wear, and no coloured hair?
I'll be very sad.
But would you comply with the rules?
Maybe.
Only maybe?
Yeah. If they won't catch me, then I'll wear.
So it's a game of catch me if you can, lah.
Yeah.
So what would you do if such a dress code was imposed on you? What would you do?
No choice but to comply to it. Yeah. These kind of things, don't know. Complain.
If I don't like the school, I go and transfer to other school.
Oh, so you would actually go so far as to transfer to another school?
If I really don't like the rules of the school,
I will die.
But why is it so important for you to dress like in shorts and slippers when you come to school? Why is it important?
Very flexible, very cooling. Singapore very hot.
You have coloured hair, okay? You wouldn't pass the MDIS test, right? So how would you feel if someone was to come up to you and say, I'm sorry you've got to dye your hair black?
Just dye back. Yeah.
Oh, so simple.
I feel that they impose this law is good because every day you have to wake up, then you have to think what you want to wear.
What I'm interested to know is why are you so quick to say, okay, I will colour my hair back black? Why are you so quick to agree?
It's just hair. I mean, black or colour is still your hair. Yeah.
So if your school were to impose standards on you, you would say, okay, I'll dress whatever way you want me to dress.
Yeah, just be flexible, suit the school.
Okay, why are you so okay with it? What are your reasons for being so okay with it?
I mean, dress here and there is still the same. You're still yourself. I mean, the most important when you come to school is to study, not to show off whatever you have.
You are watching RazorTV. Okay. That's actually quite a prime point that the boy made, right? I mean, all this talk, all this ruckus about, dress codes.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, actually, the hang up about, needing to express our style and all that. The fact is that we are actually in school to study. I guess the same could be said that, when people say, you can dress as stuffily as you need to when you start working Shenton Way and, you start, your heel clacking times in MRT station during peak hour. But the same can be said, that you can express yourself outside of school in future as well.
True.
True that. True that.
No, you don't agree. You don't agree.
Yeah.
You spit it out, Sharyl. You don't agree.
I just want to raise a side point.
Yeah.
With the videos that you showed. With SIM and what was the other? Ngee Poly, right? Both of them have very big campuses. So for them to apply a blanket rule for a dress code and to have officers stationed at the gate, it's quite impractical. So I guess maybe that is why they don't have a strict enforcement. But with MDIS, it's just like one canteen and one main building and like a few small buildings here and there. It used to be a civil defense camp or something. So I guess it is easier for them to enforce the whole dress code thing. Yeah, and plus with SIM is they do deal with more mature students, where in some courses they actually have a age limit for you to enroll, which is 18, and one of the courses is actually 22 years old.
Oh, a minimum age.
Yeah, minimum age. And the rest of it, it's bachelor's program, and with that you can just say that most guys need to finish NS first before they go to the bachelor. So you are dealing with a more mature crowd in SIM.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And by the difference we saw in the responses between the two groups of people we saw, SIM and Ngee Ann, we can tell that the uni students are slightly more mature.
Yep.
And then the Ngee Ann students, the
like
responses are, I will die lah.
No, like that guy. That guy, I just transfer. It's so easy, like.
Yeah, just click your red heels and then you're in another school already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kristine, do you buy the guy, the very last guy, his comment was, we're here to study, we're not here to, have a fashion parade. What do you buy that?
I guess to some extent, yeah, because even in NUS, it's a university and all that, and you'd expect people to be mature enough to know what is appropriate dressing, but we still do get those girls who show up at 8 a.m. lectures in full makeup. And
they must have woken up at 4 a.m.
I know, exactly. And I'm like, wow, man, if only you wake up that early to study and not apply makeup, you'd be valedictorian. But anyway, but it's just they show up looking like that.
But they do end up looking decent, right?
Or tasteful.
Okay, we'll let you hold that thought. You think about some of the not so good ones and some of the good ones.
Decent is subjective, but in my own opinion, it really does look like they're not there for school, but to go and walk down the hallways like a fashion show kind of thing. So I do agree, with what he said. So yeah, but at the same time, there are people who don't try to look like they're going to be walking down a fashion runway, and it just so happens that it's a warm day, and so you're wearing a spaghetti strap tank top, but it's still going to be cracked down on. So I know it's really a very subjective area. So I guess just know,
which is why some people have a problem with NDIS coming up with such strict and specific rules when the idea of decency is actually a rather subjective matter. So right after this, we're going to look at what some people are talking about this, what they think about this issue on the internet. So stay with us.